ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say yeah, I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you less.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Charlotte. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready. Fight 60. Ready.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Nick Bosa makes the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
On the double.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready.
Play action now. Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd down run by Hubbard. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry up here.
22 needle. Striker, 3-3. Set.
They're going for it. Young bails out of the pocket quick. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Just short on 3rd down. No gain on the run. And now what will they do on 4th?
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Blitz coming for Purdy. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
On the set.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Down. Ready.
Defense shows blitz. Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Black Ultra. Hut.
Now it's Young. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Ready. Set.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking Xavier Leggette's way there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Set. Go.
4th down, Young. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. They stick with McCaffrey. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. He finds him 7 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Going run again with McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Okay, ready.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The 49ers driving for a score and a halftime lead. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He's going left on the option, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Moody knocks it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive.
Fight, white. Red, cycle. Hut.
Young on 1st and 10. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Xavier Legette the target on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Six, mega. Ready?
Young on the play action. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
Okay, right?
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go, set. Drill green. Blue striker. Set, hut.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Blaster, 6. Black shot. Slice blue.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He put everything he had into this one. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Charvarius Ward picks it off. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3 now. A run with McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Design bootleg here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's throwing deep to the left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers get the football back on the interception and now have it at the 28. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
That's ready. You, yellow. Hut, hut.
Young looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Green Jack. Set.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
38. Hut, hut.
They'll run for it, Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
Right, 97.
To the air on 1st down, Young. He's on the move. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Ready. Set.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Gets this to Sanders. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Panthers have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard.
Ready up.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Down. Hut.
Throwing now, off play action. Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Okay, ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Steel, black. Set, hut.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready, ready. Rail, yellow. Hut.
He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. He has the Carolina touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to McCaffrey on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. McCaffrey on third down. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. They give him 5 in total. Now it's going to be 4th and 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. 49ers losing by 4. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for this, and they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
If you're a D coordinator, heck, if you're the defense, that is just so unfair. You load the box, you try to jump the snap, you do anything you can to stop it, but a lot of times these fullbacks, and this guy in particular, just moves that pile.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Now to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. So it's second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to throw. Big man's showing up the yards. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game.
Is good. Next to score, Niners 10, Panthers 7. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here's Jones. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set, hut.
Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go, set. Ready?
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. That's Diamador Lenore. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from...
Like damn, why I get a like urn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like what, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, trying to avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame. Trying to play up my name when I'm 23 to it, and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of down them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like he Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, bro, need to get a bird, and I'ma get it off first.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith rolling to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Throwing is Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
McCaffrey on the counter. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Purdy bootlegging it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
That would give to the big fullback use check. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Open man is Juwan Jennings.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Purdy now to throw. Room past the 35.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Purdy on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Purdy. A throw left side for Pearson is complete. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
There we go.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
13.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Purdy. This one caught by Kittle, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Geno now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
31 yards.
And the Niners have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Play action. It's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Here we go on 4th. Smith.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Smith. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Here we go.
Smith now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here's first down. Throwing, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's first and 10. To throw is Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
That's caught out right by Jennings.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Purdy to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
There's an imposition in my mind's imagination. I hope they choke on smoke 'cause I'm smoking them like a basement. This is not rap, this is not hip-hop. Just another attempt to make the voices stop. Rapping to prove nothing, just writing to say something. 'Cause I wasn't the only one who wasn't rushing to saying nothing. This doesn't mean I lost my dream. It's just right now I got a really crazy mind and clean. Gangsters don't cry, therefore I'm Mr. Misty-eyed, therefore I'm Can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul for me?
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Baker. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense up to the line fast. First down, here's Baker. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. This one returned for 11 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go. Check, Bobcat.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. Open space inside the 40. And he's down all the way to the 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First down, and they go right back to him. Escapes a defender. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. Third down coming. On third and short, McCaffrey. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on fourth. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. We'll see what they choose to do. It's fourth and real short inside the red zone. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The 49ers get the game's first points here in the second. George Kittle, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Good. Up, closer. Done.
Baker now from the gun. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. This one finds Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Point it right.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Chopper doing circles, it's a bird. Take him to the potty, he's a nerd. Pop out, I ain't seen hit corners in the burbs. Pop out, done politicking with the competition, what's the word? Put that on my mama, 8 in the process. Trying to tippy-toe through the progress. Tongue-tied when the truth is an object. What's the pros and the cons of this next check? Wasn't nobody round, I was independent. In a 97 bomb with the windows tinted. Heard a bomb got in the party. Who the like this in a party? Them up, them up, them up, them up. I was seeing double in the projects, mad at myself, learning to put it to the side. Mama had to cater for the coupe that we rode after school on the way to pot pies. And wanna play both sides, just a red dot, don't get on the wrong red eye. It's a headshot, they became woo them guys. Round them, 2 of them guys. I'm Paris, I'm France. I thought that I told you I need the advance. Put down your IG and look through my lens. A million to grandma, who did I offend? The girl of your dreams to me is a fan. I netted 10 million and did a little dance. I'm f***ing world, I my pants. My Uncle G told me that I had a chance. So then I popped out and did it again. And did it again and did it again. I cannot respect them, where did he begin? Advice from the council, let nobody in. Been swearing through rumors, avoiding the trends. And ducking I'm ducking the loony that come with the shows. I'm grateful to Mammon, he opened up doors. They bung on their tour bus to come and compose. I reach to the stars on my tippy toes. This greatest success where most fold. I tell you my past, that don't get old, but how could you wait?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a leap.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Denver. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. A run here with McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Let's go.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Jaquan McMillan.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
So a turnover-filled 1st quarter has come to an end. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now it's McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Man in motion here is Jennings. Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Purdy again. That's over the middle to Kittle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Again in the air for Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Cody Barton. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun. It's Nick under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Right there, hurt.
He'll get this out wide. Third and long.
Ready. 19 tight.
From the shotgun here, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. As the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. It's Riley Dixon coming on now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. To return is Pearsall. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Purdy. He'll let one go. Downfield for Jennings. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Let's go.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Go!
One final throw before the break. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. So no scoring as of yet. Nothing here at the break. As we send you to Orlando. Going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. These two offensive coordinators, they have been busy. What can they do to generate some offense in the second half to come? Well, nothing on the scoreboard in the first two quarters. Who can make the breakthrough? We are back underway. Quarter number 3. Scoreless game. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They run once more with McCaffrey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
So Kittle comes in motion. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Third and 5. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. You can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
On the draw, here comes McCaffrey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Now, 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. So Kittle comes in motion. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Go.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. Just the 1 touchdown in this one, but they made it hold up. They escaped with a 7-0 victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy...
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go here in Atlanta. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. Great tight ends in the game to start the drive. Penix gonna throw right away. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Rookie from Washington on target with that one. It is a first down. Now Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Again, it's Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here is Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to throw it with Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Now Penix to throw on second down. That's caught. Ray McCloud. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Penix. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Ray McCloud. Touchdown Atlanta. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, it'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Niners first down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. 2nd and 11. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. That one intercepted. That's the safety, Richie Grant.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And they will finally run him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. London brought in motion. Throwing again, it's Penix. That one taken in by London. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's so close to breaking the plane. but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. Fourth down, and here's Penix. And this is hot! Wow, the decision to go pays off. Drake London, touchdown Falcons. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. Halftime, coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's hot. Christian McCaffrey. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. That is intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. So, we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. Pass caught by Pearsall. It is not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Purdy going to put it up again. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. Top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, They're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. And he's going to have a Niners first down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. Throwing again is Purdy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by D. Alford. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's going to run it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Penix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he will get into the end zone.